Hello guys, it's your boy Nash for another video. Today, finally, you're gonna say some gameplay. Yes, for YouTube. There's some gameplay all day, every day for Twitch, live gameplay, right? But for YouTube, I'm usually like bonfire talking or set of grace talking with you guys, explaining my thoughts and all. But finally, there's some gameplay and some good gameplay coming your way. So for a little bit of context, before the recent tournament, the TrySweaty Tournament that I'm going to link into the description, there was a big ass tournament happening on PlayStation. It's on Bath and Brenna channel. I'm going to link that on the details in the description. I tried to prepare, even though I wasn't too confident to win this tournament. Let's be honest. Uh, I tried to prepare a little bit for it, and this footage you're about to see is gonna be right there, especially on this video. A mirror match, first to five or BO9, with my friend Luber Games, mmlubergames, who won the tournament, by the way. One of the best players, probably in Elden Ring PvP in the duel scene at the moment. I'm gonna go right back to it. We did some straight sword mirrors. We did a set of straight sword mirrors. We did another set that I'm gonna share later on, which was a bit different. But also, this is an opportunity for me to share my thoughts on explain how I see the matchup, some matchups that I'm gonna see. I've did various first to five that day, prepare myself for the tournament, but also it's an occasion for me to to showcase some gameplay and to explain how I see different matchups. So here with my dude Luber, we did some dual straights or mirrors, and it's starting very big in terms of what you should do in this mirror. So the main thing with dual straight swords, as you can know, the power stance straight swords, is to land the best attack is the jumping attack, right? It staggers, and then you can put some pressure on your opponent, just like Luber just did to me. He had a great start, so he's on a strength build. I'm on Dex build with lightning infusions. He has fire infusions. So we're trying to, from neutral, to install some kind of pressure by landing those jumping attacks. So he was able to land two. I land two as well, despite he's using the Ender Ash of War. I'm trying to swap between, as you can see, my two main thing on my two main tools on my Dex build, which are the Ashes of War Lightning Ram and the Glintstone Pebble. So this mirror happened into the tournament rules. So there were no Storm Stomp, 99 poise limit. And as you can see, well, I missed my ram here. Was a little bit late. He was able to land the jumping attack. We both ran one region, and I was able, as a read here on the back away. It's very unfortunate when you get hit by when you land a hit with the straight swords. To if you want to back away and space out, if you are predicting your opponent is about to mash out of the stun, it's very difficult sometimes to back away freely, to strafe it, to create some space in order to space his spam. And so we traded at the end over here, and I mashed a little bit L1. I thought he was going to stay, and so I was able to get him on the roll catch. I don't know if he doesn't even seem like a panic roll catch on his hand, but I was luckily able to land the last one, which does pretty a lot of damage. So like I said, as the matchup, you want to land as many and put pressure on your opponent with your jumping attacks from the straight swords. and then trying to get in, trying to space, trying to get that, you know, that those little ones. That was a very good flame strike on his part. I think that was the first time he was using flame strike. So he switched a lot of things. I missed my ram is over here. Then I use the ram here. I'm able to do a major damage here. 1600 damage as my physic, as he cracked my physic with very good spacing on Luber's part. So I went in with he was kind of, I believe, a little bit surprised of the ram here, so he didn't have time or the distance, the spacing to back away. So here I cracked his physic, I switched to Glistone Pebble. So it's pretty even right now, despite like the beginning was very much as an advantage with the flame strikes. So he's trying again to, I'm trying to make him panic roll, good reactions. I switch my timings on the jumping attack to hit him very late, trying to make him panic. It didn't work. Now we're switching something. Again, the RAM does, if you're wondering why the RAM, I mean, the RAM, if on a well-timed RAM, you know, you can do a huge amount of damage, especially with the talisman I'm using. I'm using the Rotting Insignia, and the Millicent's Prosthesis, and sometimes as well the Shard of Alexander, which adds a huge amount of damage. And here we traded. I went in on the Flame Strike, and now we're above one shot. He's putting some pressure to me. I missed by a hair the jumping attack here. It's very close. And oof, I didn't confirm my pebble, but I was able to go in to put some pressure and to finally get a panic roll catch to end the thing. It was very risky for me, but I like going those because I believe throughout those two fights I install a little bit of presence, and Luber respected my pressure, so I was able to go in not safely, but you know, to all those moments, what I want to say is led to this very instant where I was able to get in his face. And I think maybe when I land the pebble, he was already, you know, pressed, queued up some rolls, and then you know how queued up rolls work in this game. It's you know, so it was already on the back pedaling part, and he didn't know really what to do. So it was very fortunate for me to get the roll catch here. So I was able to get a 2-0 lead in his first 2-5. Those fights were very close, and I very enjoyed them. It was pretty sweaty. I mean, if you face Luber, you'll know what it is. Very good player. And so we go on. Round number 3. The constantly, if you want to use properly, I believe, straight sword, dual straight sword, you have to land those. You have to put your to make your presence felt by those running attacks. Not running attacks, the jumping attacks. I'm sorry, the running attacks are on those are very bad. So you don't want to use that. Again, the ram, I was lucky enough to get a jumping, and then the ram, very good spacing on Luber, the turnaround, and the flame strike. I'm trying to switch to my pebble. I really like the pebble, by the way. It's not easy to land. And yeah, you really need to trade to switch your Ashes of War during the fight. Able to, and the ram again, but I was too far. Then strike me, trying to get a roll catch. It's very close. We're trying to space out each other. So yeah, those mirrors work by, you know, either landing the jumping attacks or spacing out somebody who's coming in and trying to slightly, not even unlocking. Sometimes you can unlock, but mostly, you know, you want to slightly turn to the side and space at the very last moment. Here I'm doing the ram. Was able to catch him a little bit, but he had 2 L1s on me. Very close. I was surprised. I was on the back away here to for the jumping attack. So I got hit, unfortunately, and I was luckily far away to drink my flask, so it's tough, and it's very is we're both at the same moment at the same sorry at the same health, although he still has his physic, and then yeah, and then very good timing on his part to jump around me, hit me first, and then we in a panic. I was as I was panicking, I tried to trade, but he had the health lead, so he would automatically won that one. So he adjusted, as you can see, like a good player adapts what the other opponent does, and he did that. Very better positioning on this board, better use of the flame strike. I got caught, not by the full flame strike, but at least the first part, like kind of, he was very well keeping me away from his attacks, so it was hard to get in. I didn't land as much as many jumping attacks as I would. He spaced me out very well as in some sequences, so it was very logic that he reduced the score here to 1 for me to deal, but he did pretty well. So round 4, round 4. So again, now he's back on the Ash of War under, so he's willing to trade more and to put a little bit more pressure. Now he's converting. He's trying to try to follow up on the L1s and to try to get me on the second L1, and maybe be a little bit more pressure on his part. You can see like he's going in, and now he's converting those and pressing a little bit more the L1s, because the second string, the second part of the L1 does way more poise damage. So he was more fishing with that hit, and his strategy like changed a little bit. Like here, I should have done 2 L1s here, and also like you have to switch your timings and your attacks. So first of all, so let's say if you land an L1, sometimes just do your L1 and don't do the follow-up. But sometimes go for, kind of bit of a spam and switch your timing on the second L1. Like do L1, wait, and delay it just slightly. So sometimes you can get like some kind of a backswing from Dark Souls 3 on the straight swords. Now I'm going back to the ram. He's gonna push. I was able to space that out at the arrival. And then here, I land the pebble on the raid. Oh, and see, like I got caught. Like that's where I explained on the round 1. Like you land your L1 at a very good time. You want to back away safely, but you're still in the range for your opponent to spam you out, and he got 2 L1s on me. It was very, very, very huge damage. So now we even. And my pebble, the second hit of my pebble, didn't connect because of the lingering flame strike that everybody loves. So I couldn't really. He was probably dead right here. So now I'm a little bit confused, a bit triggered as well. I think, to not be able to finish the fight on the pebble read and the pebble punish. So now it's very even. He's trying to, uh, confuse me even more with those endure. He's trying to bait me out towards him and try to do something stupid like I just did. Boom. Now he's putting pressure and try to get a roll catch. Now I'm right here with my pebble. I'm trying to space him out to see if I think I was trying here to see if he was going to do a jumping attack that I can space out and try to put pressure if I could punish it. But no, he kept his ground. See, we're both trying to jump and do nothing to see where everybody, like the other players doing. Now I'm on the back foot. No punish. I'm able to drink. He let me. Doesn't matter though. He still has a slight bit of lead, so he can trade. He knows. And And I think here I rolled, but you know, the first part of the L1s got me. But again, it was logic. I think it was his fight. It was unlucky on my part that the pebble didn't land. Um, but it was a good fight nevertheless. So 2-2. Yeah, I tried to switch for another Ash of War, but I changed my mind mid-fight. I tried to put Quick Step, but uh, to put something else, or Ash, I don't know, Ash, like the Raptors of the Mist, but I kept my three Ash of War. So now it's 2-2, it's very close, as you see. The matchup is pretty straightforward. Jumping, so I resume like two jumping attacks, landing your jumping attack, install pressure with your jumping attacks. Try to jump, do nothing, and see what your opponent's doing. Is he looking for a quick with punish as you land, or in the air sometimes, and get if you get your opponent in the air, you can get like 2 L1s for free. And yeah, try to use different Asher War. So he's got like Luber has like two like Flame Strike and Endure. Oh, it was very nice on him to unlock. Otherwise, he would have been caught by the pebble. He was able to land to a one L1, one jumping L1. He did two. Oh yeah, oh, no, I know now. I switched my gear. I switched my gear to Flame Strike, and I wanted to use it. And then after that, I changed my mind. Now I remember. Okay, so I tried to use Flame Strike as well, but I get punished. I took a huge, nice rolling L1, and now on the back foot, and I get to combo L1 L1. I was panicking, and yeah, he jumped over the Flame Strike. Was a very good on Luber's part. He jumped over my Flame Strike at a very good time, and then he got 2 L1s out of it. Now I think I switched to I switched again my Ash of War. I was thinking like uh, you had one setup, just keep with it in this first 2-5. No need to add Flame Strike. Plus, I don't think Flame Strike on straight sword is that great. So yeah. But I think it's 3-2. Luber managed to win 3 fights. So I was in the lead 2-0, and then he came back very convincingly 3-2. So now it's round 6, I believe. Let me fast forward a little bit. So round 6. So see the same like footsie stance. Oh, huge trade on both part that benefited him. Got the advantage on that. He was quicker. Now I get hit by the Flame Strike. He tried to get the roll catch. Now I do the ram. I get punished. It's very bad on my part. Now I try to trade. I get 1k damage. It was not too bad of a trade for me, even though it presented... Ooh. And this time around, well, the circumstances made it were very generous for me. I saw him spam a little bit Flame Strike, so you know, a well-landed pebble during the Flame Strike can punish it. I did it in the previous fights, but I did it a bit too early, whereas here I did it at the very fortunate time. The lingering was almost over, and so I was able to convert it fully, and I was able to finish him off this time. So Pebble, Cleanstone Pebble, can be a good option against Flame Strike users. Here was, I'm not gonna say a read, or kind of a little bit too, like I said, because I knew if I could land a Pebble at the right time, it would get into my advantage. I saw him like use it and press L2 a little bit of times. So like I was looking at his timings throughout the first 5 fights. So I said, okay, that should be a good time to land the pebble. And I was luckily enough the lingering was off, so I was able to get the conversion this time and to actually win the round. So it's 3-3 now. We need both of us need 2 more wins to win this first to 5. So it's very tense. I really enjoyed those fights the other day. It was a very good mirror. So back again, you know. I was able to roll diagonally and to avoid my ram. I was baiting on landing the ram. Now he's doing, you know, he's in my face. Oh, I got hit. I'm gonna get hit by the backswing. So it's a very bad timing on my part. Very well punished by Luber here. We both jumping, both missing. So now he's pressing more L1s and trying to, as you know, and he was very well played because at the very beginning he wasn't. He was just pressing like 1L1 and see what I was doing and try to roll catch. But now he's trying to change his timings and to throw me off a little bit more. See, like he changed and then he got me very well here. Like, you know, he landed, press L1, delayed, and then went onto 3 string, like the 3 L1s, and I was got surprised. And the lingering, yeah, his jump over my flame strike here was the turning point of that round. And I got triggered a little bit by that. And yeah, it took the lead now, 4-3. So it was very intense fights, right? This is why I loved playing those games as well, to try a little bit like this against a very good player. Try to see what we can do with everything available to us, aside from spacing, fundamentals, and you know, that stuff. Again, another pebble. Was kind of almost max range on that, so I took pretty good. I dealt a really good piece of damage here. Plus, I think I surprised him in his menu. I tried to land another one. So here I have a comfortable lead. Let's see if I'm not fucking up. I don't remember this too much. So we're trading, but I have the health lead, and again with straight swords. Even if you land a hit, to get away, it's tough. It's tough. You have to run right away, and even then, you still get you're still in the range to get punished. You have to really roll the reaction at the very last time. Now he's running away. I tried to corner him. Nice punish. I should have converted and press L1, L1 here, because I didn't change my timings like he did as of yet. I didn't press. I don't know if the game put up my inputs or not. I don't remember this. Okay, very late delay. Yes. Very late delay on my part. I was able to get him like 500, and then we traded. I was willing to trade because I knew I had the health lead. So in a little panic as well, I think I pressed L1 here just to I could trade here because I was noticing that he was like pressing L1 too and keeping on the strings. So I challenged him in this moment, and I think if I didn't do it, if I didn't press as well, I would have died here. So I knew I had to press at some point, and it was the perfect time to do it simply because I had a health lead from the pebble and at the beginning of the fight, and a few jumping attack that I was able to land. So I was able to tie the game. So it's 4-4. So this game is the last one. Who wins that wins the whole set. So let's see. Who's going back to endure? I did a very unlucky running L1 that you don't want to do. Yeah, don't do running L1s with the straight sword, guys. And here I'm going for it was very bad timing on my part. Was luckily able to land the jumping L1 here. Reduce damage because of endure. which is like the equivalent of perseverance in Dark Souls 3. Now 160. He landed the jumping and the jumping on me. So he's very in the lead now. Luber is very in the lead. It's crazy because in this game, like having a huge lead, like usually it's death. I was luckily enough able to space out and land a very good jumping attack here, 500 damage. So it's pretty tight, so it's pretty close again. I'm trying to corner him and to force him to do a mistake. Like doing the ram. I saw him jumping on the railing over there. Like running through the side. I don't know what he was looking for. I switched again my Ashes of War, my weapon. Now I have the ram. A bit cornered. I should have pressed L1 here. I didn't do it. That was my mistake. He was able to punish very well. Now we both dancing. You know, those Souls PvP dance. Little footsies doing nothing. So he's in the lead now. He regen pretty much a huge amount. I switched to the Shard of Alexander. I'm trying to looking for something, and I get a pebble, and I get a pebble at point blank, and I adapted, which means like I knew I would need to in his phase to continue with the Elden strings, and I did. So it was huge damage on his end. I was very lucky to land that, even though at the very end I got hit. And I took some damage too. I wanted to get him clean on this, but now I'm in the lead. I'm trying to space his jumping the best I could. Back to the footsies. I was very happy about that pebble land. Now I punish the jumping attack. I switch my timings here. I press nothing. He was on the back foot. To punish. And now the trade. Now the last trade that gave me the win. The best set I've had in this game. And it was pretty sweaty. I was kind of relieved that it turned on my favor. It could have gone like the beginning of this last fight was very tense because I didn't have the lead. I made some mistakes, and he was able to punish me very well. But the pebble, like the read on the pebble, was very good. So I was very lucky to get him right there. And at the end, like my punishes, like I finally into this set, I finally was able to stop just staggering, or you know, and not following up, not pressing L1 after my stagger. And so I was able to at the very end to get two clean hits to make him panic, and going to put enough pressure to get the final trade at the end. So GG's, that was very cool. So like I said, it was a few days prior to the tournament. We did another set that I'm gonna upload in a few moments in the next videos. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked those dual sword mirrors with Luber. GG's to him, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.